Conservative commentator Bill O'Reilly just had a meltdown akin to the ones that I used to have when I was 6. The biggest difference being he's on air in front of cameras about to be broadcast on television. I couldn't begin to imagine how he is in his private life. Oh wait, we already know, with him screaming at airport staff. However, in this speech, he goes from outing the fact that he has no progressive friends, or probably friends at all for that matter, before saying you have to vote for Trump or you're a moron.
I don't have any progressive friends anymore. They're gone because I can't stomach them. Criminals running wild, murdering people because progressive DAs funded by George Soros don't want to punish the violent criminals?
Okay, the first bit of nonsense already, 10 seconds into the video? Violent crime is down and has been declining since the peak at the pandemic. Property crime is down as well. And if you take states, murder rates in red states have been much higher for decades than that in blue states. In cities, crime is much more so seen in the bigger cities and denser populations, most of which do tend to lean liberal, but it's not the liberal nature itself, because if you look at big dense cities that lean Republican, they have the same rates of crime. And the Soros thing is just part of the globalist conspiracy, because Jewish people can't just work in politics or media. They have to be up to something. You look into it and you see that he partially funds PACs that partially funds DAs. There's no correlation or causation to him funding DAs specifically weak on crime any more than you could point to any conservative PAC or conservative donor in politics and say they're funding DAs who specifically disproportionately target people of color.
Trump governed this nation in a responsible way where everybody prospered. And if you don't believe that, you're a moron. Every single thing, every single indicator was on positive territory. All the working people, no matter what color they were making more money and there were more jobs. We didn't have inflation. We didn't have supply problems. We didn't have any of it.
Now, when he says this, remember that we have more monthly job creation than Trump ever did. Now, we have lower unemployment and black unemployment, both being down for lower and longer than under Trump. So when he talks about the working class people of all colors and how they're better off now than they were then. And of course, the inflation and supply chain issues he's talking about started under Trump when he massively mishandled our pandemic and sent us spiraling into a recession that Biden's policies happened to pull us out of 2 months later. This is just the guy who screams at staff who don't treat him fast enough, literally screaming at airport workers that didn't serve him up to his standard. And when you realize that, you can quickly kind of understand why he has no qualms throwing a little tissy fit like this and ranting on camera, and also doing it disingenuously at that. He's just a rich crony who liked how much Trump's tax cuts benefited him and how much less he had to pay due to them. Do not ever be fooled. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that can interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video, because the only way we become a society is together.